Yo, Potato Jet just dropped a tripod.
You mean this one? So recently I bought this SmallRig TRIBEX tripod because I watched a YouTube video made by Potato Jet.
Release the clutch and it locks in faster than you could say Potato Jet. And after setting up the legs, you still have to level out the head with a bowl, right? But if the clutch is smooth and precise, why don't we just use that to level out the head? That would mean we'd be able to drop the legs, level out the head, and be ready to shoot.
Normally I don't trust anything influencers say, but that video was way too good. SmallRig is a Chinese company and I'm currently in China, so I spent my own money and bought this tripod. This is a relatively expensive tripod, it's $800, and the fluid head is relatively good, and they have counterbalance over here. I didn't really balance the tripod right here, but they have counterbalance right here. You have a 3 thing you can choose. I currently put at 2. You can do 1, and then gonna be less counterbalance, and then you can do 3. But then here we go. Once it's locked, it balances very well. Even I didn't really balance the camera on the tripod, but this tripod is still relatively lightweight because of all the carbon fiber. So this tripod is the 3.8 kilogram for American Freedom unit. That will be 8.4 pounds. You can carry it like one hand easily, even with a camera on. And once you carry it, you have a handle right here. You can turn it to become a handle. I think that's a really brilliant design. And then I would generally put a hand on the camera and carry like this. But does the clutch system really work that well? So when you raise the tripod, it works perfectly. But when you're trying to lower it, and that's the issue gonna come, it's not that smooth. Another way, what I would do, I would collapse the tripod and then make sure the force is going directly down forward, and that's gonna make the collapsing the tripod a little bit faster. But still, it's a really fast tripod. So on the tripod plate, they come with 2 types of screw, a 3/8 and a 1/4. And on my camera, I can't really use 3/8, so I just put that 3/8 screw on the fluid head, and that just makes everything easier and more organized. So one downside of the tripod is that you can only use this clutch to balance the fluid head. But a lot of times you encounter a situation like this. The 2 legs, they are fully extended out, but one leg is a little bit too long. So the fluid head is tilted, and you cannot have like other kind of tripod. You move the ball head around, and then you can balance the tripod. So in this case, you're left with a tilted fluid head. So in 90% of times, the tripod system works very well, and I can use the clutch to balance the fluid head in less than 10 seconds, which I think is truly impressive. But I do have a little bit of trouble to balance the tripod on the ground, because when you lower the tripod low enough and the legs are kind of extended out, the gravitational force, they just don't work that well to make the legs extended. So in that case, I have to finesse a little bit, and then that's gonna cost me about 3 minutes to make sure the fluid head is balanced. So overall, I rate this tripod 8 out of 10. I do think it's a really good tripod, but I did encounter some build quality issue. So I contacted SmallRig, and after about 2 weeks, they sent me a replacement tripod, which is very nice. The new tripod is slightly different than the old one because the center column lock, they're slightly different. I'm fine with both design. I think they both works pretty well. So I haven't put a really heavy camera on this tripod, but I would love to try it after I go back to LA. And as a cinematographer, I wish they come up a heavy duty version of this tripod. Something like Sackler flow tags. You know, Sackler flow tags, they're really expensive. And if SmallRig can make like a $1,000-ish tripod, that's like super strong. And if I can put a Alexa on top of that, that would be really nice. And in the end, I do think this tripod is slightly on the expensive side. It's $800. If they are around $600, I think that would be a really good value. And if you have any questions, please comment below, and I guess I will see you in the next video.